Quick Tip Tuesday, preparing your property for sale with pets. I'm going to first cover pets and property, so land or rural properties where we have outdoor animals. First thing is making sure that they are secure for showings. I know oftentimes we have very, very friendly four-legged friends, and our fur babies are never going to hurt anyone, but you have to understand from their perspective, things start to get a little confusing, and strangers are on their property, they're walking around, and they don't recognize them, and they may feel threatened when they normally don't in any other situation, especially if you're not home, which is what happens typically for a showing, right? You leave the property, that way the buyers and the agent can look around and feel comfortable and not have so much pressure. Another thing to consider with outdoor pets is that some pets are just instinctively boundary protectors, and certain breeds don't like others to cross that boundary because their job is to protect, right? To protect you and to protect your property. So if there are instances where there are outdoor pets, it would be really advisable to have them kenneled for a showing or take them with you. That way we don't have any chances of having any accidents or stressing out your animals and the buyers in the instance when we have showings. Now let's talk about indoor pets. I know this one is a little bit more sensitive to people, and this is not a matter to be offensive or to hurt anyone's feelings. As a professional, my job is to help you best showcase your home to maximize your return. And when we have four-legged friends in our homes, oftentimes we are not as exposed or not as aware of odors or of problems that may have occurred as a result of our four-legged friends. So one of the things that we want to be sure is that we're cleaning litter boxes on a regular basis. This is something that I notice when I show homes from time to time, that it could be days or even weeks since the litter box was last changed, and that gets really overpowering in some situations. Additionally, a lot of times we forget that four-legged friends have accidents, or maybe we don't even know that they have accidents, and so we've got odors in the flooring and the carpeting, maybe even ductwork. And so as a seller, you need to know of those things. And so as a professional, my job is to help you realize those things and how can we mitigate those or correct them. So if we have a lot of pet stains in the carpet, it is definitely advisable to either give an allowance or install carpeting for that new buyer. Now, with that being said, if the pets are still going to be there and they are accident prone, that's really probably not going to help us out. So it's best that you and I strategize based on your personal situation. Additionally, when we talk about showings and having those four-legged friends out, I would advise having them secure just as if they were an outside pet as well. Because again, when animals sense new people or you're not home and people are entering their space, they become very confused and sometimes angry and frightened. So we don't want any accidents to happen, and we also don't want to have to worry about anyone accidentally slipping out the door. I can tell you I'm a very cautious person, and I do pay attention when listing agents tell me that there is maybe a cat and don't let it out, but I'm going to tell you, when they are afraid and it's someone new, a lot of times they dart and we don't know where they are. I mean, they know all of their little passageways and they know the house like the back of their hand. But when we open a door, sometimes we're not aware if there's a pet in there, and if they get out, then we're trying to chase down an animal that isn't familiar with us and may not like us because we're chasing them all in good intentions of trying to protect them and honor your wishes. So it is a much more pleasing experience for buyers and buyers agents that if we have the four-legged friends put up and kenneled or take them with you when you leave for the showing, that makes the experience much better. So if I can help you prepare your property and you have four-legged friends there, let's talk about the strategies. Let's talk about ways that we can make things the best for you and for the prospective buyers looking. So call, text, message, comment below, or stop by and see me. Talk to you soon.